Hi guys, my name is Steve B. I want to talk to you a little bit today about staying sober for today. Today happens to be Monday, March 15th, 2026. The one and only of that particular day that there's ever going to be, ever in the history of time. And I'm going to have a nice, clean and sober day, and I want to see what I can do. I don't need stuff to make me feel better. I don't need stuff to lift me up. I don't need stuff to make me high. I don't need stuff to make me, to give me a buzz. You know, that was my favorite word. Yeah, I want that buzz. Wanted that buzz, and I spent 20 years chasing that buzz, you know. And never thought I'd live to see the day of being sober more than I was drunk, but I drank for 20, sober 33, on a nice path, and I like it. And one of the best parts of this path is, if not the best part of it, is I have a relationship with God, who I call my higher power, Jesus. I call him my higher power. And I am thrilled with having a relationship with him and walking with him day to day. You know, this is the oldest I've ever been, you know, and I'm 68 years old now, and a little bit wiser, and that's not because of me. I'm wiser in spite of myself, because the Lord has been with me and put meetings in my life. Well, I'll tell you what, without meetings, without the program, I'm nothing. I'm a shell of a person. You know, I don't have anything. I don't have me. I don't have you guys. I don't have the program. I don't have God. You know, that's why staying sober is the most important thing I do on a daily basis. You know, there's one reading from January 6th, and there was an old lady that, you know, I'm going way back. I'm going 30 years ago. And she used to say all the time, January 6th, the most important thing I do every day is not take that drink. And I agree with that, 100%. You know, if I take the drink, all bets are off. You know, I'm off to the races. I don't know if I'm going to get an accident, or if I'm going to get a ticket, or if I'm going to get a DUI. I don't know any of that. So best thing to do is stay sober, and you don't have to worry about any of that. You know, life is... We're in the way the world is now, with the wars and stuff going on, and you know, like, and we got somebody running this country now that doesn't belong running this country. He's a crazy person, and I can't wait till I can vote again, because I'm going to vote anybody against him. You know, and I'll back anybody that's not him. Well, not anybody. If it's part of his clan, I don't want any part of that either. But you know, there's a couple of people, there is one person in particular that I really like, and I'm going to vote for him. There's no question about it. Here we are. It is Monday. Monday at the meeting that we came to, that I came from, you know, the outdoor meeting. That's not what meeting inside until we go back out. We'll be going back outside in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from Wednesday, and it's Monday, so pretty soon. But anyway, guys, yeah, we did step one. It was a step meeting. Monday's a step meeting, and we did step one. Step one admitted we were powerless over alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable. Step one's that you gotta have. If you don't have it, you're never gonna get sobriety. You're never gonna get clean or sober. You know, step one is vitally important. You know, and that's the one I gotta do every day. When I wake up, I gotta deal with step one. And you know what? Thank God that I don't wake up with cravings or a desire to drink or use or anything like that. And that's a gift. That's a freaking gift. You know, and I give God all the credit for that. All I did was make my way into the rooms and recovery, and he did the rest. As soon as I came in, I lost that desire to drink, and I haven't had it back in 33 plus years. That's amazing. That blows me away. And that's a miracle. I believe in miracles today because I'm a living miracle. And I see them all around me every day coming into the program, looking for sobriety, not sure if it's going to work. And I love to encourage new people that, God bless you. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. And I really mean it because, hey, one drunk at a time, we're gonna clean, we're gonna clean this world up of alcoholics. I'm an alcoholic and I'm gonna die an alcoholic, but I want to die a sober freaking alcoholic. The one thing that I can do is not pick up that first drink. That's huge. And as long as I live, I don't want to pick up that first drink. I want to be clean and sober. I want to be sober when I die. I'm 68 now. I don't know how much longer I got, but I'm not drinking today, and I'm happy for that. Now, I don't want to drink today, and that's a miracle. Because before I came into the program, I wanted to drink all the time. Every day. And I was drinking every day. And, I'm just happy that I found this way of life. And I give God all the credit because he guided me here to this. I had no idea in my head that I was going to someday be a recovering person, that I was going to be sober for as long as I am. But it's a one day at a time thing. I drank for 20, sober for 33 plus, and I'm still alive. So my journey's not over. And I'm so happy that God showed me this way of life. And my family's been enlarged because of it. There's friends, there's family, then there's friends that become family. And they're the best things ever. And I don't know. It's just a fantastic way of life. And I want to convince you guys, stay sober today too, like I am. Because, good things are going to happen. If you stay sober, clean and sober, good things will happen. You don't want to know what's going to happen if you don't. I don't want to know. I know there's too many bad things that can happen. Thank God, to the best of my knowledge, I never killed anybody drunk driving. Because I used to drink and drive all the time. I'm not proud of that. I'm ashamed of it. But I thought I was a better driver when I was drunk. Absolutely not. God has showed me one day at a time that the best of life is in your sobriety. Life is a beautiful thing when you look around and you have a sober mind. That you're allowing good things to come into your life. And when you're drinking, you're preventing it. Sorry, you're preventing it. And I never thought that I'd see a sober day in my life. God has saw fit to clean me up and fix my life. I asked, that's all I wanted when I came to him. My desire was to clean up my life, and I need help, and it's been happening for many years now. Many years. It's a dreary, rainy day today, but that's okay. That's okay. The sun is still shining right behind the clouds there, and I know God is up there somewhere, looking down on me, and He knows who my family is. He knows the people that mean the most to me, and He cares for them every day too. And gotta tell you, there's no better way of life. I found this way of life. I had no idea that I was going to find paradise, that I was going to find heaven on earth, Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. That means that heaven on earth is possible, and God, and with God's will. And thy will be done are four of the strongest freaking words I've ever heard in my life. Thy will be done in my life. You know, God is good, and he's been extremely good to me, and he'll be good to you too. Come to him. If you want him in your life, he will come to you. He will, and he won't leave you alone. He'll help you. He'll help you through everything. And my goodness, you know, life is can be paradise. You know, used to say, kidding around all the time, living a dream, living a dream, living a dream. I really am. Anyway, guys, give me a like and subscribe, and please leave a comment. Love to talk to you. Love you all. God bless.